Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am back with a little bit more of the Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. Now, today we find ourselves on a random planet, not totally sure what planet this is, but what we do know is that Rahm Kota and his rebel militia are stationed here for the Republic. Rahm Kota is in this little city space right here, and Order 66 has just started, and the Clone Army sent the 442nd Siege Battalion to go and try and take this city. These are these orange troopers here, which are pretty fly, if I do say so myself. So they are working to commit Order 66 on Rahm Kota. They have quite a number of vehicles. They have some UTATs. They've got some of these large troop transports, which are pretty sweet. And then they've got some of these swamp speeders as well. And they're going to be attacking this small outskirt village here first, which is surrounded by heavy defenses. They've got some light tanks here, as well as a bunch of turrets as well, and then they're going to have to go into the inner city here and fight through these blocks of troopers to get to Rahm Kota himself, who is chilling right over here. I think it should be a pretty interesting battle. I hope you guys do enjoy it. Also, let me know how the audio sounds, because I am back in my dorm room and sometimes it can be a little echoey or a little bad in terms of audio, so I'm trying to work to fix it, so bear with me for a few videos here if it's not the greatest audio. Also, a little announcement here, or kind of a big announcement. I think it's kind of cool. I finally got around to hiring another designer to make some more merch for us. So now we have a Bad Larry's line of merch as well on the Daily Tactics merch store. So if any of you Bad Larrys want some Bad Larry merch, check it out. Link in the description. Also, link to my Instagram in the description as well if you'd like to follow me there. Okay, without further ado and enough plugging, let's get on with this video, and I'll be right back. Alright, you Bad Larrys, here we go. We're going to get this video started right now. The 442nd troopers on the ground should begin walking forward, and it looks like they are. I did set the tanks to basically stay behind until the fighting starts. That way they come forward and they play a bit more of a supporting role than a blitzing role that tanks normally do in this mod. So that's sort of my strategy here, as well as the swamp spears. I did make the troop transport go forward though, because obviously it's a troop transport and it should. But we're seeing that the 442nd Legion is waltzing forward briskly, ready to get into this battle. It should be pretty epic, I think. And if you think about it, this is a pretty cool matchup, because we got the 442nd Legion, who is a siege battalion legion, meaning they are experts in fighting against entrenched people within cities, within villages. Basically, they're experts at attacking defenses. And then we've got Rahm Kota's troopers over here, who are basically independent thinking troopers who are elite veterans of the Clone Wars, and something that the clones have never really fought against. They've never fought against troopers who can think for themselves. They've always fought against pre-programmed battle droids with no heart, with no creativity or anything like that. So both sides have some serious challenges in this battle as it gets underway, and we can see an explosive start here as both infantry from both sides begins to go down in droves from just laser fire every which way, and I think this will mount up to be quite an epic battle that we're going to see here. The right side over here taking a lot of hits, especially from turrets as well as these tanks, which are just going to be brutal. The clones need to focus on taking those Bad Larrys out first, or else they're going to be in some deep trouble. Their own UTATs back here firing away in that sort of supporting role that I was talking about, which is great. I like seeing that. Also, it looks like the troop transport has dropped off its troopers, which is good to see. I'm sure the ground forces who walked on in are happy to have some reinforcements. This UTAT over here moving very, very far forward. We've also got some 442nd Siege Battalion troopers over here in the woods. They've got tons of cover here. They've got tree cover, they've got rock cover. And they kind of blend in with the surroundings, so these guys, I have a feeling, will do quite well in this forest area. Meanwhile, the guys who are out here in the open, we can see, are taking heavy losses just because they have almost no cover, and they stick out like sore thumbs. It's pretty bad out here, but they are doing a good job against Rahm Kota's sort of first set of defenses here. They're managing to wipe out quite a number of these troopers here, or keep them suppressed, which is just as good. As long as they keep those guns from really firing, they'll be in business here. This tank over here still is not knocked out, and this tank over here also still not knocked out. The clones need to focus fire on these Bad Larrys. I really think this is the key to the battle. If they take out the tanks, they can rush through the rest of the infantry here and then get to the city battle nice and early on. But for now, they're taking a slow and steady approach. The clones working mainly on the infantry, not really focusing on the tanks, but they're making progress at the very least, which is good. What they do need to make sure they do is they have enough troopers to finish off this battle in the final staging area over here. If they don't have enough troopers for that, then they are in some danger. How is this tank not dead? Oh, wait, is it? Oh, it is, okay. Its sirens are still going off, but I think the crew bailed out. I think it is dead. And this one over here, also no more crew within it. So I stand corrected. The clones did end up taking out that stuff, which is great to see. We're seeing massive explosions hit every which way against the defenders. I mean, that's the way you want to do it against a siege battle. Pepper them with a ton of artillery fire, a ton of tank supporting fire, and cripple anything that they can use as cover. And then you rush in almost immediately with infantry so they can't rebuild anything. And you just kind of get the jump on them, which is great. We see actually some of these swamp speeders sort of blitzing the enemy here. A good tactic, I think, as well, because right now they've taken out the tanks, so these things sort of go undisturbed as they mount their assaults. The only thing that can really hurt them is laser fire at the moment, or if a trooper has a bazooka or whatever, but I'm not really seeing any within range of this guy over here. Actually, there's this one, but I don't think it has the shot. If it comes a little too close over here, it could get hit. You see it tracking? Oh, the guy missed by just that much, but one of the side gunners gets shot out, so only one is left. He's still firing away, but he could go down relatively soon. That bazooka launcher over here did end up going down. Also, this tank back here was exploded. The clones just making sure it can't be used again by any of the infantry around here. Obviously, they want that thing out of commission for the rest of the battle. They don't want anyone recrewing it. Tons of clone troopers over here assaulting the final sort of positions on the outside of the city over here. Rahm Kota's troopers putting up a valiant fight, but getting really just gunned down every which way here. The clones did an excellent job on this outside defense assault, but you know, we got to give props to Rahm Kota's troopers as well, because they managed to gun down quite a number of clone troopers before they broke through these outside defenses, and now they've got to attack this city, and this city is going to be tough to take down. I mean, look, it's got these enclosed walls that make this perfect choke point here. We see this guy already falling victim to those enclosed walls. Sadly, it does seem like the tanks are able to fire in, which is taking out most of Rahm Kota's troopers, but these guys in the back should be okay for a little bit, and they should be able to fire once the infantry comes around. If I were the clones, I would continue to pepper this area with all the artillery shells I've got, and that seems to be what they're doing. Take out the defenses here, take out the infantry before you send your own infantry in. A few clones coming in, but getting gunned down, like I said before. So it's really a matter of how the clones play this, because they've got enough troopers, I think, to do it, and they're all sort of just running forward now, trying to play catch-up a little bit, and firing at Rahm Kota's troopers, you know, as they come forward, which is a good thing to see. More of them sort of coming into this choke point and getting gunned down by the infantry here. These are really sort of the first rebels we see, I suppose you could call it, after Order 66. I mean, they are kind of technically rebels. They're non-clone troopers who were fighting for the galaxy under a Jedi. I guess you could call them rebels, you know, against the Galactic Empire. Kind of cool. Alright, but yeah, these clones are sort of attacking, doing the trickle in sort of a thing, which is never really a good idea when you're attacking a defensive choke point like this. Like I've said in previous videos, just throw everyone at it. Just throw as many troopers as you possibly can at the defenses, and lots are going to die, but not as many if you do the trickle-in thing, where they just get gunned down one at a time and you never really manage to get much. But it does seem like larger forces are starting to come forward in the very, very back here, providing some cover fire for those who are closer up, which is a good strategy. Also, those rockets are just brutal. They're taking out droves of Rahm Kota's troopers. In fact, just decimating the defensive lines. A few of the guys are able to get up. They were just concussed, but more rockets come in, and you know, they won't be able to last forever if they keep having to deal with this rocket fire. They need to take those things out if they can. They are doing a great job against these clones, though, which is good to see. I think one rocket trooper that was giving them a lot of trouble did go down there. Oh, big grenade here. They try to rebound it back, but it ends up dropping into more infantry and cutting those guys down. You know, I love me some grenade warfare, and that is awesome to see. And more clones trying to come on in here. It looks like a few tanks over here are somewhat able to fire over this wall, just not really getting the angle on too many troopers. Looks like they killed a few, but not many. That's kind of cool to see that these guys are sort of thinking outside the box, trying to get some angles, trying to help out the infantry from the outside. Actually, this tank over here is getting nice angles through those buildings. That is crazy. And the choke point over here is in danger of falling, as some clones are managing to sort of poke their way in here. Really not a lot of clones remaining, so if Rahm Kota's troopers in here can withstand this tank fire, which I'm not sure they can, yeah, they're getting obliterated by it, then maybe they'd have a chance here, but instead they're having some trouble here. Rahm Kota himself just sort of chilling in the middle. Not too many troopers left alive. Should we back them out, sorta? Try and get them to a little bit better of a last stand defense position, I suppose. Let's try and do that. Just because I like it when they do sort of the last stand type battle. So we're gonna just retreat Rahm Kota and his troopers. Actually, Rahm, why don't you pick up that weapon there? I think a rifle would be much better than a lightsaber at this moment. He's about to get grenaded. Oof. He might just be concussed. I'm not totally sure. But the last few troopers over here getting one big shot from a tank right there. The rest sort of getting gunned down behind this dolly area. Rahm himself died. He's like trapped in this tarp. Oh, this is bad. This guy's got, what is that, a CC4 or something like that? EE4, sorry. He's working on the troopers here. Why don't you heal up, buddy? I want you to stay alive, my friend. Come on, boyo, you got this. You got this. Easy dub. Win it for all the men that died in this battle. All right, take out your weapon. Take out the weapon, dude. No, grenade. Oh, jeez. Lucky for you, he threw it away. Oh, he got 2 kills. No, he got 1 kill. Oh, and he went down. There actually are 2 more troopers over here. One's way back here with, is that a sniper rifle? He's like kind of stuck. I think he got shoved in here by this weird glitching out land speeder. And there's one trooper way back here who just went unseen. Oh, he lost his gun. Pick that up. Come on, man. Oh, he didn't manage to get a kill. And this guy back here, he got run over by the tripping out land speeder. That thing is on some cocaine. Either way, guys, kind of a cool battle, I think. The clones won, but not with a lot of troopers left. Maybe only 30 ground troopers and a few tanks. As we can see, yellow are the dead Rahm Kota soldiers, red are the dead clones, and the clones lost so many troopers around here. They lost troopers every step of the way. They had a tough time in this battle, and they barely made a victory here, and Rahm Kota put up a great fight. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment and subscribe if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.